effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They're led out by the NFL's MVP from 2019, now in his 4th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number 1 guy.
Jackson will throw again. Over the middle to Smith. The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 8 catches, 77 yards.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy. And that's exactly where he is now. Number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He's going to find Gallup here complete, and he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be quarterbacked, of course, by a 2-time Super Bowl champion in his 18th NFL season. It's Ben Roethlisberger.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple, and a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little...
And the Raiders have got him. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown! Jonnu Smith hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Escapes the defender, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Jackson's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson.
This one brought in by Jefferson. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
And Jackson throwing once more. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes our score 17-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here's Mecole Hardman. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action with Roethlisberger. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Mecole Hardman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Jackson. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Hunter Nicewander on a punt now on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. This pass caught by Hamler. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there for the Raiders. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. On 2nd and goal. Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. So we've come up. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Completes it to Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there for the Raiders.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Jonathan Taylor. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Gino's going to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis, and that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
71 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Roethlisberger will throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. KJ Hamler. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Here's Smith looking to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. A first down and more for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Jackson on first down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. At the 17-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Firkser here. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. From the right hash, this from 33. Boswell's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Roethlisberger finding Hardman, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Roethlisberger. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. On second down, it's Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now a give to Taylor. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. One last shot for Jackson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of